So, friends, welcome to this interesting conversation on Tao at work. So, today we'll talk about something very, very interesting that you and me, some of us suffer, some of us wish we knew better, some of us want to get better at. It's basically how to succeed in our current role. We have been employed, we are working, how to do things successfully. I don't know if I'm succeeding, I don't know if I'm on the right track, and a lot of anxiety led questions. So, the problem is we joined our respective job, we really want to succeed, and we expect our managers to come to us and say, hey, do this, hey, do that, and we'll just start performing. But we don't give enough time in thinking if whatever we are doing is going in the right direction. We are not planting the seed so we can build our career as we are delivering things. And that leads to a lot of chaos, that leads to a lot of stress, that leads to a lot of uncertainty, that leads to a lot of problem, that makes life slightly harder as a working individual, that we have to suffer or endure. We don't have to. So what do people do? So they get more anxious, they don't know what's going on. Sometimes you don't like the uncertainty, you don't like the hostile environment you're living in, and many people end up finding jobs outside. And we have spoken with a lot of recruiters, we have spoken with a lot of leaders, and almost everyone unanimously agreed that it's the problem that they want solved. It's the problem that they want resolved, because they end up losing a lot of interesting folks who could have contributed beautifully in an organization, built fantastic career for themselves, end up leaving. Because remember, friends, if you get in an organization, you are bringing in your culture and you're attaching it with an organization's culture. And it's very expensive for a company, for an organization, to now look for the similar cultural fit in an organization, which you have already proven by being in that organization. So what's the easy fix? So number one, if you think that's the problem, you have to breathe. You have to relax. So there's a very easy technique. And we call it, whether you call it 30, 60, 90 day rule, whether you call it Q1, Q2, Q3, whether you call it first 100 days, that gives a fabulous mindset and fabulous analytical tool to every you and me and every one of us to navigate through this problem. And friends, the funny thing is we researched about what people have to think about, what people think about this 30, 60, 90 day rule. And in fact, if you Google them, you always find some of the other write-up, which pretty much leads you to do the right things, be at the right place at the right time, show up in time, and all that amazing advice and suggestions. But things are further from the truth. Many of these things, although they are all great advice that you could swallow, but many of them are pretty intimidating to begin with. They're not very easily digestible to many people like you and me. So what will you do? First, as I said, you have to relax. And then you have to understand that you are in an organization certainly to be successful, but number one, you are there to have a good life for you and for your loved ones. And in a perfect case, which we hope we all aspire to achieve, it will be achieved if you love what you do. And that is the most critical point I want you guys to take away. In our 30, 60, 90 day journey, we have to devise our working lifespan into, or no, it's not a working lifespan, but our span of our 2.0 or our 1.0 in an organization. If you're joining new, 2.0, if you want to transform in an organization, in any particular organization where you want to get things right now, is split your effort into three broad categories: 30-day, 60-day, and 90-day. What will you want to achieve? What would you have wanted to achieve in the first 30 days? What would you have loved to see achieved in 60 days? What would you have loved to achieve in 90 days? And then, if you achieve this 30, 60, 90, you are on to a great success. And friends, it's such a cool strategy that if you look at all the leaders, if you look at entrepreneurs, if you look at political leaders, any role of significance where any role of extremely high visibility and significance, they end up pacifying the market by justifying that, okay, watch my 30, 60, 90-day act and then judge how I am, how I will unravel myself in an organization, or how I will perform in an organization. So it's critical. So now let's talk about the 30, 60, and 90-day rule. So in 30-day, primarily think about this as your introduction to your 2.0, or introduction to your in an organization, right? So what would you have wanted achieved? First, quickly, again, you are not here for living a life of misery. You are here to live a life of fun and building a successful career. So you have to figure out the things that give you joy. Joy is number one thing. You already know what you know. Company agreed that whatever you know is worth that you should be invited to perform in an organization. Now it's on to you to figure out what gives you joy in an organization. Sure, asking for a manager for work and delivering on it, but that's not joy. Joy is whatever makes you happy and delivering your deliverables, because you will only have a fabulous career if you're enjoying what you're doing. And that's the foremost. So in 30-day, identify what gives you fun in an organization. Understand who are your neighbors, your cubicle neighbors. Understand where are cafeterias where people hang around. Talk to your manager about this situation. Talk to your manager that you want to build a relationships you want to build. So can your manager help in, because managers are hopefully already there in that organization, they can introduce you to a few folks you can start building relationships, start having conversations with. And again, fun is the front and center of what you want to achieve. You don't want to be, if it's intimidating, if it's work, then you're already on a wrong track. So let it be fun. Understand where the fun is. And if for the 60 days, you have to start having fun while working, right? So, and when we say about work, so you are doing what you are expected to do, but you are having fun doing it. You're enjoying your work. And if you enjoy your work, it shows up in the results. It shows up that you are putting in passion. It shows up that you're taking initiatives. It shows up that you're helping company understand. You're taking the entire organization with you. Don't think of you as a single entity in an organization. Think that it's a big family you're part of. You're joining. You're getting to know, and that is the 60-day to do. And in 90 days, understand how can you have more joy and help more organization. Help to understand or understand where are people at, where do you find your joy, where do you find the next work, what is exciting happening. Build relationship, ponder on that relationships, help understand how you can ask, how you can help more people, not even within your group but with groups around you. Again, you are helping your neighbors, you are helping your family members to succeed. So if they succeed, you will find success in that journey. That will be best path forward. I hope it is a tad bit useful. If it is, I would appreciate your like and subscribe and let other friends and family know. And we will keep posting such videos to help you navigate your way to success. With that, thank you so much and talk to you on the next one.